Los Angeles, California is the scene for the Wizards. Two steady shooters from outside, the incredible Bradley Beal and Davis Bertans, looking for a win tonight as they await tip-off at Staples Center. Wizards, Clippers, coming right up.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At power forward, Rui Hachimura. At the other forward position, Kyle Kuzma. At center, Montrezl Harrell. At point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. At the other guard position, Bradley Beal. Let's meet your LA. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 8, Marcus Morris Sr. At center, 7 foot, number 40, Ivica Zubac. At guard, 6'3", number 1. Reggie Jackson. At guard, 6'8", number 13, Paul George. At forward, 6'7", number 2, Kawhi. The head coach for your LA Clippers, Tyronn Lue. Fans, let's hear it for your LA Clippers.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Washington Wizards. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, we know the game's changing, and Steve Kerr says, I'm amazed by the skill level of today's players. But the little things, getting back in transition, boxing out, they aren't as locked in. Most of them didn't have a high school and college coach yelling at them for 8 straight years. So, it's a different world. Guys?
Good perspective from Steve Kerr. DA, thank you. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And seeing where the Clippers are, they've accomplished much of what they set out to do. Looking strong, they are right in the thick of it in terms of the championship.
And now Washington's starting group. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Hachimura. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And Chris, many players get rested down the stretch now. Talk about how that contrasts with your playing days.
Well, when I played, Kevin, it was a badge of honor to play 82 games and also to treat every practice like a game. Truthfully, so glad that way of thinking has changed, because the truth is players' health is so much more important.
Now here's Leonard. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Now here is Hachimura. He's guarded closely. Leonard with the steal. Down low. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Nice awareness from George. He just reads the D and makes a clever pass to an open teammate.
Passes it to Beal. And there's the drive. Over George. The shot by Beal, no good. Beal against George. Leonard inside. That one doesn't drop. And Washington the other way now. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync. They knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. And when you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Hachimura. And the three off target. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by the Wizards. And Kyle Kuzma now in year 1 of his 3-year, $40 million extension.
And he's improving. Stronger, better on the boards, finding ways to do more than put the ball in the hole.
Dinwiddie finds Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Zubac.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
George passes to Jackson. Back to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
You can't leave somebody that wide open. Jackson. Reggie will find him every time.
Beal dishes to Dinwiddie. Takes it inside. Count that one. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And George kicks to Jackson. Outside Leonard. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for Paul George.
And their analytics department won't be happy with the dip in his effective field goal percentage this month. He's not taking the smart shots he was earlier in the season. Maybe trying to do a little bit too much.
Shot up 2 there.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
Hachimura with a screen on Jackson. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
And a quick look at the numbers for Jackson. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Oh, great vision, great handle. That's how he drops so many dimes.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Shot clock at 5. Here's Kuzma and Zubac with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Just 2 to shoot.
And Jackson using his trademark quickness to bother shooters, really getting up all over them.
Leonard the pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Shoots over Dinwiddie. That one a little long.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Harrell dishes to Beal. Yep, that one goes.
That's how you average 30 a game. Bill scoring with the bump.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. The pass to Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first
Kyle
foul.
Kuzma picks one up.
First team foul.
Way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For your Clippers.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
The first free throw is good. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Beal finds Dinwiddie. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
3 for 4 to start. I mean, he's going to try to keep this streak going as long as he can.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Washington, right now if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
And seeing where Washington is, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
Outside, Beal knocks down the 3-ball. Beal's got his second basket of the night.
Very effective from behind the arc. I mean, Beal, stretch your defense. You have to stick with him.
Jackson kicks to George. Leonard against Kuzma. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. And the rejection by Harrell. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Wizards beat them last time when these two teams met in Washington.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Yeah, and they can't afford a repeat of that. They need a lot more minutes out of their quarterback.
Get loud for your Clippers. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now.
All right,
and a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Harrell. Bryant comes in for Hachimura. Bertanis, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. Shots good by Bledsoe.
And Bledsoe, one of the most efficient finishers in our league. For a player of his size, he is extremely polished inside.
Now here's Beal. He had 34 points in the win against Indiana.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
Now here is Ibaka. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Man passes to Ibaka. And that will be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal
One of the
foul.
best free throw shooting
Second
bigs
team foul.
in the league. But that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work.
It's his first trip to the line.
For your Clippers.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more
Taking
than
2
acceptable.
shots.
And he makes the first. Ibaka hits both of them.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Now, here is Ibaka. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Ooh, a deadly, decisive shooter. Once Kennard gets a good look he likes, he ain't going to hesitate.
Caldwell Pope against Kennard. Caldwell Pope dishes to Beal. Bertans, a screen on Bledsoe. The shot by Beal, no good.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
Now, here is Ibaka. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Bledsoe against Beal. And it's Bryant at the elbow. Washington needs to get a shot off here. There's Beal with the 3. Beal can't get that one to fall. The Clippers in the lead. And Batum kicks to Kennard. Pass to Bledsoe. Over Beal. No good from Bledsoe. Washington has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. There's the pass to Beal. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Over to the wing. It's Beal on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Beal with another miss. Clippers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Man, covered by Gafford. Inside Leaner. Man can hit.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Bertans kicks to Beal. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Stolen by Bledsoe. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Man. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
All right, then. Get on your feet. Make some noise for T-shirt time. All right. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
to look at some stats for Beal. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable, averaging 29 points per game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
Well, he can score, he can facilitate, he can pretty much do anything you need on that end.
Here's Beal. He's got 7. Screen by Gafford. To end the cold streak, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
Beal, the pass to Bertans. Nice ball movement by Washington. Shot clock at 6. There's Beal with the 3.
I don't know if it's been the main factor. This off night has definitely been one factor.
Here's Bledsoe. And that one is off. Wizards trailed by 3. Bertans bounce pass. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Unloads from 13. No good off the back of the rim. Los Angeles is gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Batum passes to Mann. Ibaka with a screen on Bertans. And he drives in. And Ibaka slams it in.
So agile. Ibaka able to quickly come up and set the screen, then quickly rolls into position for the score.
Beal with it. They need this. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
All right.
Well, Bradley Beal has 4 brothers who played football. So, how did he settle on basketball?
Mom said in high school, whoever recruited me first, basketball, football, is what we stuck with. So it was basketball.
Simple. And it seems like it worked out for him.
No question. And his mother coached him up. So some all-around sports talent in the Beal family.
LA foul.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passion in the first half has been outstanding.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Washington, Thomas Bryant is out there with Hachimura. Then there's Harrell. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Washington. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And Chris, if you were playing today, which coach would you most want to play for?
There's so many great coaches in this league. Kevin, I don't know. But I would hope they had the template of letting their guys get out and go and a fast-paced system. I want to play for a coach that played this game before. I want to play for a coach that really had that great attitude in the locker room, one that fostered chemistry. So many great coaches. I'm sure it's a lot of them that fit that criteria.
And the rejection by Leonard.
Another example of Kawhi being the best defender in the league.
And the rejection by Harrell. Oh, good with the triple.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Dinwiddie finds Caldwell Pope. Back to Dinwiddie. Harrell setting the pick for Dinwiddie. Can't connect from short range. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Here's Caldwell Pope. Paul George making his last shot. Harrell, that's good.
Working well in these pick and rolls. Harrell's athleticism and agility are so tough to defend.
Clippers leading by 4. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Zubac a screen on Kuzma. Second chance shot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Exploiting the opposing defense in the paint here. That they've set up shot down in there this second quarter, and boy, are they cashing in.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line. 79% overall.
Wizards trail by 7. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Hachimura setting the pick for Dinwiddie. Driving in. It's hauled in by George.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 8. Dinwiddie is screen on Jackson. Here's Hachimura. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Inside, Hachimura runs into tough D. He's aggressive and draws a good foul.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
When Hachimura debuted in the NBA, he exploded with a double-double. Now he's really found his rhythm and continues to impress.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
It's time for T-shirts. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers. Dirk.
breakout stats for Leonard. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team, averaging about 18 points per, just over 2 steals, and 5 rebounds. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Yeah, a master of disguise. Is he playing straight up? Is he coming with help? Is he slacking off? I mean, it makes him tough to score against.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State.
As good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Kuzma finds Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Dinwiddie. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Trains it from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Jackson against Hachimura. Outside for Jackson. Clock at 4. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. A nice shot by George.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Hachimura with a screen on Jackson. Dinwiddie, but teardrop falls in. Dinwiddie's got 10 points.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Passes to Leonard. Shoots over Kuzma. Leonard, no luck.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Now here's Caldwell Pope, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Ryan's checked in. And the pass to Hachimura. Got a piece of it. Dishes it to Caldwell Pope. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. Mann's checked in for Zubac. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington.
Checking in for the Wizards.
The Wizards with possession. They trail by 6. Here's Hachimura. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Pass to George. Shoots over Gafford. And it's George missing. Wizards trail by 6. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Five to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on George.
15 foul.
The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Two.
And he knocks down the first one.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
So, for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Davis Bertans checks in for the Wizards. Bradley Beal comes in for Caldwell Pope. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Clippers. He kicks it to Batum. Ibaka, no luck. Wizards trail by 4. Dinwiddie left side. Tries again. Gafford misses. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pass to Kennard. Now Ibaka. Man passes to Ibaka. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. 4 on the shot clock. And Bledsoe, here we go. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Dinwiddie kicks to Beal. Back to Dinwiddie. Gafford sets the pick for Dinwiddie. And with the rebound. Mann's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Platoon passes to Ibaka. Platoon sets a screen for Ibaka. Here's Kennard. No good that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
For the screen on Batum. Here's Beal. Ibaka with some nice D. Clippers leading by 6. When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
Beal can't get it to go.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Passes it to Bledsoe. And he makes good on the layup. Bledsoe's got his second basket of the night.
And that bully ball mentality of Bledsoe, a rugged guard with outstanding body control. Fantastic finish.
Section wants a t-shirt. Your Clippers Spirit.
He's checked in for Dinwiddie. Well, the players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're the shooting guards averaging the most points over the last 10 games. Bradley Beal, number 1.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. I mean, he exploits gaps in the defense better than any player in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
If there's a shot available, he'll take it. I mean, he gives them some big numbers, no doubt.
Wizards trail by
2
8.
minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
Caldwell Pope outside. Beal, that's for 2. Hits the jumper in space.
Bradley Beal.
Beal's got 9 points.
Classic shooting guard. Bill loves to fire off the pass.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
What tenacity from Bill. I mean, he gets fouled, but still manages to get a shot off.
The Wizards have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, he's just the top player at his position. I mean, Bill seems to kick his game up a notch every year in this league.
He's off on the second.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Bledsoe. Count that bucket. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
At his best when playing with that attack mindset. Bledsoe there blasting through contact.
The kick out to Bryant. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. Batum passes to Bledsoe. 40 seconds left now here in the second. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
And when you're just about 6 feet like Bledsoe, the floater is a great option. It really negates the shot blocker.
Caldwell Pope with a screen for Beal. Going inside. Gafford trying to break free. The shot by Beal, no good. Los Angeles leading by 12 to the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bryant. Here's Caldwell Pope. Kennard with the rebound. Inside. Batum dishes to Ibaka. With 1 on the clock.
Assertive defense from Bertans. Using his whole body to shut down the shot.
And so we conclude the first half. The Clippers on top, up by 12. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
You know, just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Los Angeles Clippers.
They were getting after it on the glass. Like, wow, they got a nice edge in that department, which has led to this lead. They won the heart and hustle battle in that first half. Now we'll see if they can keep that going.
All right, now moving on to highlight 2 of the standout performers so far in the first half.
Great fight we're seeing from both these guys. Each one trying to pull his team across the finish line. You know they love this kind of a challenge.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Dinwiddie, 12 points for him. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Beal with it. George picks him up. To the inside, Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. And Beal kicks to Dinwiddie. Beal with a screen on George. Back to Beal. Shoots over Zubats. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 12 points in the game.
Known for being a knockdown shooter, Beal has great confidence in his ability to connect from the mid-range.
Here's Leonard. That one, no good. Now the Wizards take it the other way. George against Dinwiddie. Kuzma outside. And there's the pass to Beal. 6 to shoot. Harrell setting the pick for Beal. Kicks it to Harrell. And the rejection by Zubats. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Montrezl Harrell.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Zubats a screen on Kuzma. Leonard the pass to Zubats. Yes, that goes in. Zubats has got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Beal the pass to Harrell. Beal against Leonard. Pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Over Beal again, Los Angeles.
And that high release point on Leonard's shot makes that mid-range jumper tough to contest.
Hachimura the pass to Harrell. He dishes it to Beal. Pass to Hachimura. Beal against Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. And another miss by Washington. Los Angeles leading by 16. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside for George. Goes back up. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Beal. Passes to Hachimura. And so Washington again turning it over. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now, here's George. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. George sets a screen for Leonard. Back to George. A 3. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Most NBA players are stars, Greg, once they start college basketball. But that was not the case with Rui Hachimura.
And coming over from Japan, there was an adjustment period for Rui, averaging just 2 points per game as a freshman. But he really grew his game in college. As a junior, Hachimura was a Conference Player of the Year, turning himself into a top 10 pick in the 2019 draft.
George against Dinwiddie. Hachimura with a screen on George. Can they get it? It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. George against Beal. And it's George missing. Wizards trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dinwiddie against Jackson. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Yeah, sometimes you forget how athletic Beal is, but don't, because he'll remind everyone dunking on you making a post. The
pass to Zubats. Shoots over Beal. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
A different look for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Mann comes in for Leonard. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Jackson. Then for the Wizards, Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Harrell. Bertans comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Bradley Beal. Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. Dinwiddie up top. 12 points for him. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's Mann. Now Ibaka. Back to Bledsoe. Launches it. Bertans grabs the board. Wizards trail by 16. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Here is Bryant. Dinwiddie outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Deep threats. That's the only way to describe these guys who have led the NBA in three-point percentage in the second half of the season. The 4th spot held by Rui Hachimura.
And instead of wearing down as the season's progressed, his legs really seem to have gotten stronger, and so has his three-point shooting.
And the first one drops.
I mean, it's always interesting to see how players develop. Bryant just keeps getting better, growing his skill set and learning new tricks.
A different look for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Kennard in for Paul George. And a switcher also for Washington. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Kennard. Ibaka looking for an opening. Just 5 on the clock. Kennard for 3. Washington with the rebound. Dinwiddie outside. Passes it to Hachimura. Over Kennard. And the jumper from down low is good.
And look at Hachimura making good use of his length. I mean, he goes up inside and reaches to a shot.
Kennard finds Bledsoe. Ibaka with a screen on Dinwiddie. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
You want to see how efficient the offense is running? A great stat to look at is points off assist, and they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
First free throw is good. And we talked about this before, Chris, but great to see you inducted at long last into the Naismith Hall of Fame. It is so well-deserved, and all of us are thrilled for you and your family.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. It means a lot. Shout out to my parents, my family, and all my teammates. It's a special feeling. You never dream of making it to the Hall of Fame, and I'll tell you what, it's a surreal feeling right now. Thanks, man.
Now here is Hachimura. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Batum against Bertans. Wizards passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dinwiddie. And with the rebound. Mann's got 7 rebounds in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Bledsoe against Dinwiddie. Ibaka with a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Bledsoe. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Bryant. And here is Bertans. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Hachimura. Off the left rim and out. Los Angeles leading by 15. Here's Bledsoe. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And sometimes it really seems Bledsoe is better finishing through contact, almost like he enjoys the challenge.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 12.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and it's sent back by Bryant.
Well, because of Bryant's timely shot blocking skills, he makes opponents second-guess themselves.
Bryant with a screen for Dinwiddie. Here's the dish to Bryant. Dinwiddie left side. It's not going to go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
There's the pass to Kennard. Ibaka with the screen on Dinwiddie. Kennard against Hachimura. Now here's Kennard. He's guarded closer. Over Bryant. Kennard's shot is off. Wizards trail by 17. There's the pass to Hachimura. Dinwiddie outside. From deep three-point range, that doesn't go either for Dinwiddie.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Now here's Bledsoe. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for Washington. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Bryant. And Harrell's in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Screen by Zubac. The drive by Jackson.
Oh, man, what amazing speed and body control by Jackson. Once he penetrates inside, he's searching for the foul on his shot.
First team foul. At the line for your Clippers, Reggie Jackson at the stripe, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, for Jackson, it's about being consistent. I mean, when he concentrates on playing to his strengths, he's an effective player.
And so he makes both from the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Dinwiddie attacking and finish off by Bryant.
When Bryant attacks like that, he almost can't be stopped. Defense stays out of his way.
Leonard looking around. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Jackson against Dinwiddie. Drops in the layup for 2.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Leonard against Kuzma. And that one is good. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
From 10 feet out. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Down low. And that one drops.
How about the strength of Morris? Shrugging off the D and nailing the shot.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Outside, Beal. Dinwiddie a screen on George. Beal with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Count it. Good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Harrell against Leonard. Bryant with the rebound. Poked away. Wizards trail by 17. Dinwiddie outside. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans. Your Clippers spirit. who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Booker Spirit.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Kuzma outside. Dinwiddie against Jackson. Kuzma outside. 4 on the clock. Beal from long range. Excellent D there from George.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for LA, at the charity stripe, Paul George. At the line for 2.
Throw good, Paul George. And the NBA introducing new measures to discourage fan misconduct. Greater security and pursuing legal action, Chris, when that line is crossed.
Yeah, Kevin. We're living in interesting times, my friend. People may need to blow off steam, but let me tell you this, the players are here to entertain, but not as punching bags.
And George drops them both.
And I still think back to the leap George made in the 2012-2013 season. He won Most Improved Player that year. It was amazing how he put it all together. He went from a very good player to a superstar.
Here's Bryant, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Personal foul.
Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Shooting for Washington, Thomas Bryant. One shot.
And that one falls for Bryant. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Jackson dishes to George. Leonard against Kuzma. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Out to the right wing. Wizards passing it around. Beal against George. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 17. Out to Kuzma. Harrell setting the pick for Kuzma. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. George with the ball. Count it. And that's 11 points for George.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Dinwiddie passes to Harrell. Dishes it to Bryant. Dinwiddie against Zubac. Clock at 4. To the middle. Here's Harrell. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
The assist.
Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the Clippers call time here.
Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 20.
And Jackson is very good at catching the D off guard, especially inside where he needs to be fast at getting that shot off.
Dinwiddie against Jackson. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Feeds it to Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And that's 12 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
It's Beal on the wing. Pass to Harrell. Dinwiddie outside. Bryant with a screen on Jackson. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Leonard. Bryant with the rebound.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Dinwiddie finds Bryant. Beal with it. Lets it go from deep. And they'll get another chance. A second chance effort, and Bryant finishes inside. Bryant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Now, how do you counter Bryant's physical abilities? I mean, he's a menace for the D inside.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Shoots over Kuzma. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure what this guy was in the first half.
Bryant with a screen for Beal. He takes it in, and it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in, and a switch here also for Washington. Hachimura's checked in. Here's Hachimura. Harrell the pass to Kuzma. 5 to shoot. Now here is Hachimura. And it's off from three-point range. Dinwiddie against Jackson. Starting with the 2021 season, the G League welcomed the Ignite team. Few top prospects to join it. Skip college. Chris, how do you like that?
You know, I think it's great. I mean, getting 17, 18-year-olds into pro ball, when you really know that's where they want to end up. The grueling schedule is a huge adjustment. The physical aspect, eating right, working out, time management, I think it's a great step to help you prepare for this tough league we call the NBA.
Now here's Leonard. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Kuzma kicks to Beal. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie dishes to Harrell. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
The assist goes to
Dinwiddie's got 5 assists tonight.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Now Now here's Beal. Hachimura with a screen on George. Here's Beal, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and the transition game was executed flawlessly.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Kawhi Leonard.
His vision and his ball movement impressed me the most. A tremendous night for him passing the basketball.
Now Leonard. Bradley Beal missing from long range. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the rejection by Harrell. Beal against George, and Harrell slams it in.
Oh, man, his passing has evolved over the course of Beal's career. I mean, he's a solid distributor. Now, we expect him to make those type of plays all game.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.